you action, adventure, and zany non-stop thrills. Join us now as we proudly present Come on the USA's Groovie Movies. Today's Groovie Movies, Psychotronic Man and Cave of the Living Dead. And now, Commander USA!
Oh, hey, snuck up on me, eh? Yeah, I surprised you, didn't I? Yeah, I got down here early today. I had a little something to work on, you know? Well, being that tomorrow is Mother's Day, I was in kind of a quandary, you know? I didn't want to just get Mom another hat or some flowers or something. So I came up with a great idea. You see, Mom is a big fan of romance novels. Oh, yeah, she reads them all the time, you know? So I figured what I do is write my own romance novel. Oh, yeah, it's great, too. See, I call it Love's Burning, Smoldering, Smothering Flames of Passion. Yeah, you see, it's by Jack Lovesbuck. Yeah, that's my nom diploma. Oh, sure, you know, it's kind of a writer's kind of name, you know? Here, listen to this. Oh, I really love it, boy. This is great. The black velvet of her dress heightened the translucence on her face and neck. Ooh, she was slender and fiery, with eyes that glowed and pierced through your heart. A cold, congested expression settled on his face. She took a deep breath, hugging her knees to her. She froze mind and body. Benumbed, he stretched his long legs casually before him. An electrifying shudder reverberated through her. Her mind and body finally came together. Licking her nervous lips, she leaned over and took a bite of her bologna sandwich. He leaned over and grabbed her potato chip, exploding in a downpour of fiery sensations. Contentment and peace flowed between. Whoa! Hot stuff, huh? Hey, yeah, but Mom goes for this stuff. Yeah, I'm sure she'll be pretty excited about it. Hey, talking about being excited about stuff, wait till you see what I got coming up today, boy. Oh, yeah, the movies are just gonna knock you out here. Yeah, let me just get my Psychotronic screen heat and radiation shield open here, boy. Hey, working smooth as silk today, eh? Oh, man, you're gonna love this today. Yeah, take a look at this. The first one's called, whoa, the Psychotronic Man. Yeah, well, that's kind of like a, well, it's a barber, actually. He goes kind of buck, whoa! Yeah, hey, now this is Rocky Fusco here. Holy yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, look at that hairstyle. Heck, you can tell that guy knows what he's doing. Whoa! Oh, yeah, pretty exciting, boy. And then, the second groovy feature of the day, oh, you're not gonna believe this one. It's called The Cave of the Living Dead. Oh, yeah! Now, look, this guy's a lot... Oh, wait, no, he's dead. No, he's... Wait a minute, I can't... Well, one of them's alive and one of them's dead. Well, heck, you'll catch on as we get through into the movie, all right? Okay, let's not waste any more time, okay? Let's get right to it with the Psychotronic.
Yes? Doran speaking. No. Oh, it's impossible, sir. It's impossible. I finished my last case. I'm going on vacation. So long. Add it to my bill, dear.
Okay. The chief wants to see you, mister. Come on.
Wish me luck, baby. Looks like I've had it.
Inspector Doran?
Yes?
We came out on the pilot ship. We're expecting you at headquarters.
Okay. Judging from what my chief told me on the phone, I gathered that your men haven't learned much, that there's no lead for you to follow.
Mr. Dorn, it's even worse than that. Up till now, we kept the whole situation very quiet. But another death, and I'm worried that the press might be down on us.
Murder, Chief?
It would seem. We don't know.
Don't know.
The whole thing sounds completely ridiculous. We haven't a single piece of evidence that there was foul play. All we know is that 6 unrelated deaths have recently occurred, and all within a short distance of a famous grotto near here and within the last 6 months.
Chief, are you asking me to find a killer or to establish that a murder has been committed?
I want you to find out exactly what's happened before a full-scale panic hits us.
Assuming there has been a murder, have you been able to discover any traces of...
They were all the same. No motive. Not even a suspect. Just 6 women dead.
Ah, all women?
Yes, women. And all between the ages of 18 and 22.
Interesting. Anything to suggest that they might be sex murders?
No, the medical report shows that none of the girls was molested. I know what you're thinking, but I wouldn't have called you in if my men had anything substantial to go on. You're my one hope. That's why I've asked you to come here.
Okay. I'll give it a try. I can't guarantee anything, naturally.
Of course not.
I'll do what I can.
The deaths all occurred in a village around 60 miles north of here. A private car will be placed at your disposal. You will find a good road map in the car. There's a device for seeing in the dark also in the car. It's an infrared viewer. You'll need it for the grottos. And here, you may need these papers I prepared for the local police, if you need them at all.
I hope not. I'd rather work on my own. I'll go as a tourist on a trip to the grotto. Well, Chief, since that's all the information you can give me, I'd better get on my way. I'll report in to you just as soon as I've had a good look around.
Oh, one more thing. I don't know whether it's relative, but it's interesting. It would appear that during the last 6 months, there's been a great many cuts in power. Each time that one of the girls died, there's been no current for about 1 hour.
In other words, whenever a death took place, there's been a blackout there. Well, did you check all the power lines?
Yes, naturally. The engineer looked all over them. The overland line was checked, too. It's not been touched. And yet each time, all the lights have failed, just as if someone had pulled the switch.
Well, here's to you.
May I take it to my room? Will you need me for anything?
Will you be needed or be wanted?
You mustn't.
Why do you want to go to sleep? It's such a waste. What have you got there? Well, let's see. Uh-oh. I'm terribly sorry. Now I've broken it. I'll get it fixed. I didn't mean to do that, you know.
Yes. Thank you. I think I'd better go on up to bed. I should get to sleep.
Go on up. I was only fooling. I just wanted to be friendly.
Good night, sir.
Good night. And what am I left with? Just the wine.
Having trouble?
Yes. Good evening.
Can I help you?
I don't believe so. There's something wrong with the electrical system of this car, I'm afraid. And don't those dogs ever shut up?
Oh, they'll stop soon. What are you going to do now?
It's delightful to know that someone cares.
You can hardly spend the night out here.
I hope to find a room in the village.
If it will be any help to you, I'll send someone to look at the car in the morning.
That would certainly be kind. Even my flashlight won't work.
We're used to power failures.
It looks like I'll be staying around this place. So let me introduce myself. Frank Doran.
I'm Karen Schumann. I'm working as secretary to the professor up at the castle.
And you wait here every night to help cars that break down?
Well, not precisely. I was out on my evening walk. You mustn't worry about the car here. There isn't much traffic on this old road.
And when will I see you again?
Do you intend to stay on here?
You could talk me into it.
We should have gotten here 3 weeks ago.
Why is that?
I'm just about finished with my work for the professor.
What a shame. Anyway, I'd like a chance to thank you.
No need to thank me. You will find an inn not far from here. They'll have a room. Go right straight down the road. Good night, Mr. Doran.
Once more, thanks a lot. And when do I see you again?
Tomorrow? I'm curious to see if our local hotel satisfies you. Good night.
Good night.
Yeah? Oh, good evening, sir. Good evening. Can I help you?
Good evening. Have you got a room?
A room, sir. These days you can take your pick of them. There's nobody comes here anymore, at least not since the murders began.
Maybe I could come inside before you tell me all the local scandals.
Sorry. But nobody stays, not one guest.
Thank
Come in.
No lights?
All these darn power cuts. Every other 5 minutes they're out. Is that your only bat?
No, the rest is still in my car on the edge of town. Can't seem to start it.
Have you had something to eat yet?
No, not yet.
The maid's gone to bed. But what would you say to a nice cold chicken I got? And a wonderful old wine, huh? It's a soul warmer.
You bet. My soul's freezing.
Hey, don't get too scared about all these vampires in the movies, because, you know, most of them are not real. No, they're just actors. Yeah, heck, it's hard to get the real vampires to work the daylight hours, you know? Hey, you gotta pay them the differential and everything. Yeah, it's really not worth it. So, don't worry about it, okay? Okay. Time to pull up stakes and get back to the movie. We'll get back to it right after this.
At last. I've been worrying all the time. Where have you been, Miss Karen?
Oh, that's sweet of you. That's very thoughtful. But what if the professor needed you?
I thought of that. That's why I didn't go to the village. Just in case the professor
Oh,
called.
but you really mustn't worry so.
Huh? Oh, the lights went out all over. All the hounds yelling. The moon hid behind the clouds. The wind blew in the trees. Ooh! It's not good for you to be out alone. And there are ghosts, too. Don't laugh, Miss Karen. Don't laugh about ghosts.
Oh, what an imagination. It's most likely in this gloomy house. And where's the professor?
I don't know. Just before midnight, the professor said, "John, you can go to bed now."
And instead, you've been waiting here for me.
I'll take care of you, Miss Karen. It's not good for you to be alone here. This house is evil.
Well, at last. Won't be needing this anymore. How long do you think you'll be staying?
Quite a while, if that was a sample of the meals.
Usually they're better when I've had some advance notice. You can stay here for as long as you want. Are you here on business, sir?
Pleasure.
Well, if you're looking for a good time, I can think of lots better places to go for it.
That doesn't sound very businesslike.
This village seems to be under some kind of curse. In the last 6 months, we've had 6 young women die mysteriously.
And what do the police say about it?
Police. What do they know? They're a lot of fools. They think we're all crazy. You might not know that in the grottos...
What's in the grottos?
You just keep away. They are very dangerous. What if vampires lived in the grottos?
Vampires? Oh, that's only superstition.
Not superstition, sir. These are dead who rise at midnight and who come out of their graves and roam in search of human blood to drink.
All right, my friend, all right. Tell me all about it in the morning.
I better keep my mouth shut. Because nobody believes it, or even cares.
I think I'll go to bed now. I'm very tired.
Well, then I'll just wish you pleasant dreams.
Mm-hmm.
Our maid and you are neighbors, and she gets up very early, you know. I hope that you won't be disturbed.
I doubt it, because I'm so sleepy, it won't matter in the least.
If you're bound and determined to visit the grottos, then I think you'd better go and visit old Manny.
Good night.
Good night.
What's all the racket? Let me sleep, will you?
Open up, police! Open up or we'll break it down.
Okay. I'm coming. I wouldn't do that. All right, my friend, get back there.
Better give me that pistol, or you're going to land in jail, mister.
Don't be so sure. You better be ready to explain your steamroller technique, or you'll be the one to land in jail.
Inspector?
Nice to know you can read.
We're sorry, sir. We didn't know, you see.
All right, I want an explanation, quick.
The housemaid, Maria, she's been found dead. She was in the room next to yours.
Murdered?
We aren't sure, sir, but...
You aren't sure, and you go breaking into rooms like this? Are you a couple of comedians or what? A couple of amateur night cops?
Well, you see, these unsolved deaths or murders or whatever you want to call them are driving us nuts.
Well, suppose it was murder, and I'm the murderer. You think that I'd climb back into bed in my room next to her?
We didn't stop to think, I guess.
Then wouldn't you say it's time you started?
Yeah.
Well, now I want to see the body.
Right this way, Inspector.
That makes it number 7, doesn't it? I would say a routine case.
And those?
Superficial scratches. What's it to you? Are you a policeman?
He's a detective, Doctor.
Bet you were sent here to see about these murder investigations. You're just wasting your time around here. There were no murders, do you hear? No murders at all. I have already officially stated the cause of death as heart failure in each case. That's my diagnosis. I'm not going to change it.
It wasn't heart failure, Doctor, and you know it. We all know it. But you're afraid to say what you know to be true. It was the vampires, I tell you, that killed Maria last night. They want to punish me because last night I took this cross away from her.
Get rid of that silly old woman. Vampires. We're supposed to be living in the 20th century.
Sergeant, I shall want to talk to him later.
Right, sir.
Look, your presence here, Inspector, doesn't concern me. I hope, though, that you'll try and quiet some of this talk about murders and vampires.
You could have done it long ago yourself, you know.
What does that mean?
It means when you made out your death certificates, you stated such vague causes. That's what started the rumors.
What should I have put down? Death by vampire bite?
The fact you couldn't be sure and that the cause of death was unknown, and then you perform an autopsy. You must know what that is, Doctor.
Hey, listen to this. Now, I just got a little letter here from, let's see, who is this? Alicia Neely, Franklin, Texas. Oh, this is cute. Here, listen to this. Dear Commander, I am 9 years old. I wonder if you're ever nervous when you get in front of the camera. Are you a vampire? Whoa! Tell Lefty I said hi. Why do you wear eyeshadow? Well, heck, this isn't eyeshadow, Alicia. No, this is, well, heck, this is my super secret identity mask. You know, when you're doing any kind of open-air flying, glare can be quite a problem, you know what I mean? So, well, actually, I just wear it because, heck, it makes me happy. Sure, like sunshine on my shoulder, you know what I mean? Hey, we'll get back to the Groovie movie right after this. Thanks for writing.
He's a strange man. Always been like that?
What do you mean, Inspector?
A man must ask questions, especially when he's a doctor. All this vampire talk. I'll have to prove they don't exist.
Don't, sir. Please don't. It's too dangerous. You're not ready yet to have a meeting like this with such things, with vampires. It means certain death for us humans, unless...
Unless what?
You had better go see Nanny.
It's open. You who come here from the police, welcome.
Hello, Nanny. I'm here from the...
I know. Come here. Listen. Yes. You're the one. I bid you welcome. You come from afar, over the great waters. You live at home in a great tower. It is good you are fearless, but still you trust in the power of God. And if your heart doesn't turn to stone, you will conquer the powers of darkness which threaten you. This is your lifeline, as it is at this moment. See where it fades and gets thinner. Understand this. It means much danger for you. They know that you plan their defeat now. If you do not heed me, you will find your life quickly wiped out, like this suit. Each night at midnight, they leave the grottos, gliding over their graves, to visit sleeping ones in their beds.
I have 7 deaths which are to be solved.
Have you? You won't bring one of them back to life again. These women have lost their mortal souls.
Souls are the church's concern, aren't they, Nanny? These murders must come to a stop. The guilty one must answer to justice for them.
He will answer. Judgment Day he will.
I can't wait that long. I must solve this case.
What a pity to lose your life.
If it's true, this murderer is aware of what I plan and why I've been sent to this place, and still greets me with the death of another woman sleeping in the room next to mine, then I...
No, you mustn't look at it like that. No, it didn't happen that way. Maria was doomed to such a fate, and even if you'd not been sleeping in the room next to hers.
Maybe. But who are they? Where are they, those who murdered that girl? I've got to find them.
They are in the grottos, where they were forced over 200 years ago by a curse. They come forth at 12 o'clock for 1 hour minus 1 minute. Come out in quest of the blood of young women which they drink, thus making their bloodless shells into new vampires for eternity.
I can't arrest vampires.
No, you cannot arrest them, though you can save their souls, if you have faith.
What must I do, Nanny? How can I recognize them?
But you can't recognize them. They are like me and you. When they show themselves, when you see a vampire truly, there's no escape left for you. The fangs of the vampire are already thirsty for blood then. There is no means by which you may escape. You'll be lost. Unless...
Unless what?
Bend your head. You must wear this. It will be useful to protect your body. Beware, though. It will not protect your soul from the spirit's evil enticements. They will try all their wiles to get you to remove this cross which I placed about your neck. They live in the loveliest of bodies. Look. Watch how enticingly they dance. You must hide the cross. This was ground from the thorns of mountain roses, which on Walpurgis night are in full bloom. The night when the witches' fires burn on the mountains. This is the weapon against them, against the dark powers. When you find a new victim of the vampires, at once sprinkle this powder on the freshly made wound, and the wound will vanish. Vanish completely. And the maiden is restored to life.
Well, where's your jug?
No, I didn't come here for wine. Where's the inspector?
Inspector, what do you want with him?
Oh, forgive me, I'm sorry, sir. Inspector Doran, am I right?
You are?
I bring greetings to you from Professor von Adelsberg. The professor would like Mr. Doran please to come stay with us at the castle.
Oh. I find the accommodations here are very good, though it seems I won't get much sleep. Give my respects to the professor, and say I'll be delighted to accept.
That's fine.
Oh, just a moment. Is the professor the employer of Miss Schumann?
The employer. Oh, yes, that's right, sir.
Stefan! Where are you?
He's down in the cellar.
Oh.
Oh, by the way, my diagnosis was correct. It was heart failure, as in the case of the other victims.
Hmm?
I've said they might prepare the body in her room.
Well, it's none of my business. I will be at the castle. The professor asked me to stay there.
Huh? He's a peculiar man. The professor isn't usually that hospitable.
Tell me, Doctor, who is this professor? What kind of a man is he? What's he doing here?
We don't know. He came here 6 months ago, accompanied by a servant who's colored. He began by saying he owned the castle, which all these years had stood deserted on the mountain. took possession when his claim was honored officially.
And then?
Nothing. They gossip so much in the village, particularly about foreigners. And when the other one is black, they've great material.
Then we've suddenly got a black vampire.
Right. When it's also something which these peasants can't understand, then they run to Nanny. Stupid superstitions for old women. Goodbye, Inspector.
Thanks, Doctor.
Excuse me, I was just looking through my scrapbook here. Ran across a picture of the fabulous Wolsteins. Oh, yeah, they're wonderful. That's Sheila and Leonard. Oh, yeah, conservation's from the word go. You see Sheila, that's her on the right there. She had the amazing ability to grow wool from her underarms. Yeah, just piles and piles of it. It's unbelievable. In about 30 days, she could grow enough wool to cover an entire sheep. And you see, it worked out swell because her husband, yeah, that's Leonard right there, you know. He's a hunter, and he would hunt bald sheep. Yeah, this one's got pictured right there, standing in front of him. See, and then what they do is take this special epoxy, you know, and they'd use that as a bonding. Yeah, it was natural stuff, you know, and they'd get the sheep all fixed back up there and then set them free. Yeah, real super conservationists, you know what I mean? Sure.
If you will allow me to, Inspector, the best in the land, over 200 years old.
Looks just like blood. Get it from a vampire?
No, sir, no. You mustn't even think like that. And you certainly shouldn't say it.
Did the colored man mention I was asked by the professor to stay at the castle?
Yeah. He did, Inspector. Yes, he did. You will certainly be a lot more comfortable. And no dead woman in the next bedroom. And when your car is repaired, you may as well leave it in my courtyard. Because, you know, there's only a footpath leading up to the castle.
Yes, but first I'd like to see the grotto.
You want to go in there alone?
No, not alone. My pistol will be along with me.
That won't help you if you see them. The dead can't be killed again.
Since you know so much, why don't you join me?
Me? All the saints protect me. I'm an old man. And besides, I'd really rather die in my own bed. Who'd look after my inn if anything happened? Tell me that.
Yes, I suppose you're right.
But here's a real good lantern. I think you'd better take it with you.
Have you read this yet? Another death has taken place. Under the eyes of the police, another woman has just been killed.
Are you planning to send an investigating team?
No. Give Dorn a chance anyway. He only started the case yesterday.
Oh, but the newspapers are sure to make a big story of this.
I hope for the best. In view of the situation, we'd better get in contact with Inspector Dorn immediately. He must make a blood test on the girl.
Going to the grotto, Mr. Doran?
Well, if this is the right way, yes.
Shall I come with you?
Not afraid?
No, if the inspector's not. Why should I be frightened?
Here.
John. John, where are you? Who told John that he might leave the castle? He's in grave danger.
Oh, Professor, what...
Go now. Leave me alone. John! John, where are you?
just don't understand it. What are you looking for?
Well, I'm not so sure myself.
I don't see anything. Why are the men in the village so scared of this old hole? It all looks okay.
You're right. They're all stupid. Old women gossip. Wait a second. Am I crazy? Over there. I'm sure I saw a light blink.
Yes, yes. I saw a light too. Maybe there are ghosts in here.
Did you hear that, John?
Uh-huh. What is it?
Nothing. There hasn't been anyone here for 100 years, and I wouldn't mind running into one of those cute little vampire things, you know? Oh! Thanks, John. That was close.
Well, what's the matter with you?
I'm waiting for the inspector.
Ah.
It's top secret.
That's better. Don't laugh, John, but I had a feeling back there among those stalagmites that we were being watched one night in that place, and a man would go crazy.
I'm not laughing at all, Inspector. I feel just the same way. What was that?
This isn't the spot I care for.
Say, Inspector, do you think vampires like black blood?
I'm not sure, John, but I sure like your black skin. Come on. Here you are. One lantern, still intact. And me too.
Oh, Inspector, I have a message for you.
Thanks. Do you know where one might find the good doctor at this hour?
You should find him at his home, I think, sir.
Okay, then go tell him that I would like to see him as soon as he can come.
Right away, Inspector.
Hey, give me some wine.
Who is that man?
You don't need to be afraid that he'll hear you, sir. Thomas has been deaf since he was a child. He's the strongest man in the village. Oh, but he's harmless enough.
Watch it. Look. That guy just better not touch our girls.
Yes, 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 yes.
Yeah, well, you'd better tell him, huh?
Yes, yes.
Or else he'll answer to me. Do you understand?
Whoa. Sarah, you caught me in my reverie there, yeah. I was just thinking about my old pal, Pigeon Man. Oh, you remember him, don't you? Oh, he was unbelievable, boy, yeah. Like, he'd be flying along, you know, around the city someplace, and he'd spot some criminal running along, you know, and he'd kind of, well, he'd swoop down and he'd... Well, heck, I don't want to get too graphic. Let's just say that Pigeon Man knew how to get the drop on a bad guy. Sure. Hey, we'll get back to the movie right after this, okay?
Who gave you permission to go into the grotto? I've been looking all over for you. You were in the greatest of danger. Stupid man that you are. As if there wasn't already enough talk here about us. Difficulty upon difficulty. And on account of your foolishness.
Oh, sir, forgive me. I was wrong to go.
Did you invite the inspector as I instructed you?
Oh, yes, I have. I did it. Mr. Doran thanks you, and he'll come to the castle tonight. You can count on him coming.
Good.
Yes?
What's the matter, Inspector? You sent for me, I believe.
Yes. Read this while I finish packing.
Well, that's simple. It's only a matter of opening a vein and taking some blood. But what do you and the police hope to find? Do you think it was poison?
I wouldn't know. There's gossip. You've heard the talk that's going around.
Don't tell me you believe that gossip. It was idiotic of you to go and see Nanny, you know. She's just an old witch.
Huh? I thought you didn't believe in old witches.
Now that they've accepted you as another believer, you've added support to the rumors that vampires are about. The dead are dead.
Well, you must know. Come on, let's visit the dead girl.
Those idiots at the powerhouse. They can drink all right, but just try to get them to work.
Don't worry, I'm bringing a candle, Inspector.
This just can't be true. Well, what's your diagnosis this time, Doctor?
Peculiar. The murderer must have gotten wind of the fact that the police planned to make a blood test of the corpse. Embarrassing for you, Inspector.
Well, Doctor, it really interests me that you choose to use the word murderer. Does that mean maybe you agree that these women met unnatural deaths? That's a new opinion, isn't it, Doctor?
Inspector,
No discussion. I will say that you've changed your mind when I make my report out. Your new diagnosis will help. That's all. I think you can go now, Doctor. Good night. Stefan, please see to it that the good doctor doesn't break his neck on the stairs. He's my star witness. Good night.
Professor von Adelsberg?
Yes? Frank Torrance.
Come in.
Thank you.
I'm pleased to meet you, my dear Mr. Doran. Welcome to my humble home. Do please make it your home. My entire household is at your disposal.
Thank you for your kindness, Professor von Adelsberg.
My secretary will take you to your room. My servant has this evening off, you see.
Good evening, Mr. Doran.
Oh, I see you meet again.
Have you eaten yet?
Yes, I have. The innkeeper is a fabulous cook. I must thank you, Professor. Well, where'd he go to?
We have no electric light in the castle. Come along, I'll show you your room now.
Thank you. Oh. Well, now, I admit, I didn't expect this.
What then?
Oh, a small dungeon, a water jug, a few rats.
Strange. But somehow laughing seems wrong in these old rooms, doesn't it?
These old walls could really tell from tales.
I'd rather you told me about how your work's going.
No, it's going splendidly. To welcome me, they've killed a seventh.
Yes, Maria from the inn. Yes, we heard. Ghastly.
And this evening, her corpse disappeared.
Oh, but now that can't be true.
I wouldn't know, but I'm sure that the good people in this town will come up with an explanation. Ghosts or vampires have stolen it away.
Well, that's only natural for superstitious people. What do the police say?
We're giving no comment, and it's my opinion the police will clear this whole situation up and without using a magician.
I'm so grateful that you could accept the professor's invitation to stay here. It's good to talk to someone. I mean, sometimes it's very lonely up here.
I hoped that you might sit. Oh, but never mind. It seems that the professor takes all your time.
My time has gone into 1,300 articles about experiments with blood. Blood corpuscles, blood groups, blood cells, anything and everything about blood.
Exhausting work.
Please, let's not talk about it. I must go now. Oh, the professor's expecting you downstairs.
Just a minute, Karen.
Yes?
Ever wear jewelry?
Would you like to buy me some?
Oh, well, not exactly. But I've always felt that a little jewelry can flatter a woman. Most of the women around here wear small crosses.
Most of the women around here believe in vampires, don't they, Mr. Doran? Good night.
Can't break out of here.
Everything all right? In this house, we don't tolerate vanity. I thought that I'd made that clear when you first got here.
Good evening.
Huh?
Could I
Good
get
evening.
a coffee?
Yes.
Get him out, will you?
Better come back again some other time.
But I'm free this evening. I invite you all to drink with me.
I'm very sorry, John. You mustn't pay any attention.
Why
That's
shouldn't
right.
I?
Because he's deaf. He's not altogether responsible. He isn't exactly right in his mind. It's not his fault.
Oh, hey, I'm just checking out my infrared finder. Oh, yeah, this is for finding communists when the sun goes down, you know? No, that's just a joke, sure. What they are using this for, just like in the movie, you know? Yeah, you can look around at nighttime, see? And you can find a vampire. Whoa, yeah! Although I don't really know why you'd want to. Heck, you go out for a night on the town with one of those guys, the drinks are always on you. A bunch of bloodsuckers. Heck, we'll get back to the Cave of the Living Dead right after this, okay?
You flatter me greatly, Inspector Doran, by accepting my invitation. It was unthinkable to allow you to continue staying at that terrible hotel, and especially with a body in the room next to yours.
The pleasure is mine, thank you, Professor. I appreciate your concern, but I was spared the necessity of sleeping with a body in the room next to mine.
How's that?
The girl has disappeared.
What? Has the murderer stolen the body?
Your view is reminiscent of someone else's. It's the one the doctor had. Namely, the murderer is trying to remove any clues.
Huh. Is there a better answer, Inspector?
Not right now.
Please. To my illustrious guest.
Thank you.
When the weather's bad and you can't go out walking, my library is rather well stocked. Feel free to use it. You'll find that there are all manner of books here. Surely there's some in your field. You see, my interest is legal medicine. Please treat the castle as your own. 2 or 3 of the doors are locked. Will you please respect that? It's my laboratory. My experiments are not to the stage where I wish them publicized yet. You understand?
Of course I do. Though it seems ungrateful, I know. May I ask you why you have invited me here, Professor?
Oh, but naturally. Quite frankly, I was curious. You're the first actual detective I've ever met.
Then I must take care not to disappoint you in any way. I shall act like a detective all the time.
May I say I wish your first night with me brings you contentment and peace?
I know it will. I'm afraid that I'm keeping you from your work.
The lady's famous babble. Yes, in my old age, I need much less sleep, you see.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
We must see the inspector. Well, do you hear? He's got to come along with us right now.
He's still sleeping.
Then go and wake him up.
He'll be real furious.
Now open
But
the
it
door.
can't be done.
Why can't it be done? We're in a hurry.
Professor Adelsberg told me that no strangers are to be allowed in. Even police. You wait here. No?
No, too nervous. Much too scared.
Nervous?
It gives me the creeps. Wonder how the inspector can sleep here.
You'd almost say it was a cemetery. I'd much prefer the inn. Smells exactly like death.
Oh.
Smells like everything was rotting.
What if the inspector can't smell very well?
Can't smell that. Oh.
Inspector. Oh. Inspector.
What is it?
2 policemen for you outside, Inspector.
Yes, I'm coming.
Inspector, did you sleep well?
I had a wonderful dream, John. 2 beautiful, exciting, and charming girls standing there by my bed. And...
Then what, Inspector?
Oh, no. It was only a dream, John. Do you dream any better? Differently?
No, I don't. No better. Dream ladies are no good.
No good. Well, now shall we go and see what the law wants me for?
What's up? Well, we finally found her.
Maria?
Yes.
She's in a well down at the bottom.
Who was it that found her?
It was Nanny who found her. She was on her way to the forest looking for her herbs, and she had to pass by there since the path goes right by the old well.
And does old Nanny usually look down in the well on her way to the forest? What for? To see if there's water in it suddenly?
Nanny says that she saw some black stuff caught on the edge of the well.
Black stuff?
Yes, nylon or something. And then she said she looked down and saw way down there was Maria in a black dress. Yeah.
Interesting. Perhaps she wasn't pleased with the white dress she was wearing.
Almighty God, you're right. It was a white dress, I'm sure.
Yes.
Well, we better go.
Yes, Inspector.
John, give my apologies to the professor, will you? Don't forget.
It was black.
Oh, hey, there you are. I'm just going over my home acting lesson here. Oh, no, it's like a whole kit. Sure. It's from Uda Hagendas. Oh, yeah, she's famous, boy. She calls it the Rocky Road to Success. Boy, it's almost a guarantee here. Yeah, she's talking about in this chapter here, like how you should do oral interpretation. Yeah, you're supposed to read the classics, you know, like poems and stuff. So, heck, I'm going to try an Edgar Allan poem. Well, you know what I mean. Here, check this out. The Raven. Once upon a midnight dreary, ooh, while I ponder, weak and weary, over many a quaint and curious volume of forgotten lore. While I nodded, nearly napping, suddenly there came a tapping, holy cats, as of someone gently rapping at my chamber door. Whoa! Hey! Do the fly, hippity hop, wop bop do whack. I'm commander laying down a...
Go get me a ladder.
There isn't one long enough, Inspector. In the whole village, there isn't one.
Bring me that piece of wood over there.
Yes, sir. Go get it for the inspector.
Here you are, Inspector. Yes, sir.
Go on.
Careful, Inspector.
I need someone to help me.
Oh, sorry.
Steady. Inspector, you at the bottom?
Now hold the chain up and fasten a strong rope to it, then lower it again.
Yeah, right away. Yes, sir. Now, let's get him back up. All right, now. All together. Keep it moving. Faster. Faster. That's right.
A vampire.
Vampire. Come on, let's get him up.
Well, what do you say now, medicine man?
I think it's quite clear. The killer hid her in the well, hoping that no one would come across the body.
I'd like to see that man, Doctor. Must be quite an athlete.
Why?
He jumps with a corpse in his arms out of a second-story window, at the same time making sure the window is locked from the inside, and then he disappears without a trace. And why does she have her eyes open?
A result of the fall, I should think.
That sounds logical, but where did she get all those frilly nylon undies?
That's obvious. The killer had to get her other clothes because what she was wearing might give some evidence against him.
I'm curious what Nanny thinks of this theory.
I've already told you. But you won't believe me anyway. Last night there was one peering through my window. At midnight, the hour when they roam in search of blood.
Will you stop all this nonsense? It's all useless chatter. It's now a police case. You're wasting your time with this fool. What now, Inspector?
Have you got a morgue here?
Yes, in the graveyard chapel, sir.
And will you see to it that they get the body over to the morgue?
Right.
All right, Inspector.
Will you tell me what you're getting at?
I'm not getting at anything. I'm making use of the death certificate that you've already signed.
Here, didn't you ask for a blood specimen? I don't see what you think you'll find.
Why don't we let a pathologist see what he thinks?
But that suits me fine. Let someone else take the responsibility.
That blood is all the proof you need. Hundreds could be killed with this blood. This is vampire's blood.
Hello?
Hello.
Can you give me this number, please? Incidentally, remember I got a telegram yesterday. I wondered if there was anyone else here when it arrived.
I don't remember. Oh, yes. There was that Negro, the castle servant. He wanted to mail something. He gives me the willies, he does. I don't trust him for a minute. That's my opinion. Yes? Here you are, Inspector.
Hello. Chief? Yes, it's Durham. I've some difficulties here. Sure. You're right, but suppose I told you I think it's the supernatural. Oh, no, of course I've not been drinking, and I'm not crazy. I'm asking for help, Chief. Send one of those geniuses of yours down here.
No, no. That would set the press off for sure. I've every confidence in you, Doran. I'll send nobody. We have to be ready for everything. If you can't clear this up on your own, then well, you just tell me, please, but don't worry me with that.
Hi, I'm Bob Vila.
I was just having a little lunch. Doing a great experiment here. Oh, sure. Yeah, this is important. This is with an orange. Now, you could tell that already. Yeah? Well, watch what's gonna happen. Notice I have my safety goggles on, because it's safety first, huh? Sure. Never know what's gonna happen with these things. Now, watch this. You ever try to peel one of these things without breaking the peel? Yeah, these are great. I love oranges, you know. Ah. Boy, hey, this thing is working great. Wait till you see this. Now, the whole point here is to make something really nice for a friend. You know, heck, you can use them as gifts. You know, just a little something to say hello. Ah, yeah, it works great. Now, wait till you see what happens here. Now, if I've done this just right, looks like I have. We're gonna have something that you just won't believe. Here it comes. Here it comes. Whoa, hey, this is great, huh? Oh. Almost. Almost. Hey, that's pretty good. What do you mean it looks like an orange peel? No, you're missing the whole point here, see? When you break these in just the right sections, they make some of the cutest earrings you've ever seen in your life, see? And you can wear this, and then when you're out dancing, you know, and you're getting all hot and kind of crazy, you just give this skin a little squeeze. Ah, refreshes you. Sure. Hey, why don't you try it? That's funny. Now, let's get back to the movie, huh? Sure.
Good evening, Professor.
How often must I tell you that you should knock first?
You won't need to stand for my bad manners very much longer, Professor. I've typed all the last experiments. That finishes my work here, and I can leave in the morning.
Oh. You plan to leave us so soon? I know it's been hard on you. I'd hoped that you would think of staying.
That's most flattering of you, Professor. But our agreement was only for 3 weeks.
I know. You fit so well into the surroundings of this old place. You're rather like new blood for this antique, disintegrated place. I've grown rather fond of you.
You're really very kind.
Not at all. Well, I must work now. Would you be good enough to get the Bible that's in the Countess Barbara's quarters?
And where's that?
It's directly in back of the choir of the castle chapel.
I'm sure I can find it. And what should I say to the Countess?
Well, I doubt very much you'll find her, since she's been dead for 200 years. But bring along my Bible. It's lying on a pillow placed close by her bed. Meanwhile, perhaps I'll be able to find a way to persuade you to stay.
Tell me, what's the quickest way to get this sample of blood to the city?
You won't be able to find a single soul who will touch that cursed stuff.
Except Nanny or the doctor. They will.
Right you are.
I can send Nanny into town in my car. Have you a driver for it?
Oh, you won't get anybody from here to go against the will of the vampires. They're too afraid.
What have the vampires to do with a blood sample?
You try it yourself, then, Inspector. I'm willing to bet anything you want that you won't get anybody to do it.
Well, how far is the city?
It's around 2 hours trip there and back.
If anybody wants me for anything, I'll be back in 2 hours.
Ha! I doubt if you will even get started by then, Inspector.
Now, what's gone wrong with this stupid car?
The mechanic took the battery away this morning to be charged. So why not relax?
How am I supposed to get this to the city?
Guess you don't, Inspector. Unfortunately, the doctor has the only other car in the village, and he's been called away.
excuse me, sir.
Yes, what's the matter?
I'm looking for Miss Karen. You, Professor, do you know where she might have gone?
Most likely she's up in her room, packing.
She's not in her room, sir.
Don't worry. When she's hungry, I'm sure she'll turn up for dinner.
Inspector.
What is it?
Miss Karen's vanished.
Did you look everywhere?
Everywhere I could. But not there.
Uh-huh.
I'll wait here, Inspector.
Hmm.
I'm scared. It's no good.
The dirty work's fallen to me, I see.
Oh, but you don't believe. And so, you're not afraid.
You'd better stay right here. And...
Yes, I'll wait right here.
And come at once, if I should call.
Karen?
I'll come.
Karen?
Come at once.
Karen?
Here!
I'm coming.
I'm here!
Karen?
I'm here!
What kind of a spook house is this?
Oh, please, take me away, Inspector.
First, the name's Frank, and second, don't worry. I'm here. It'll be all right. Come along. Wait. Either coffins are cheap around here, or they haven't got enough beds.
Has someone used this thing as a bed, do you think?
Yes, just look for yourself. This was slept in, I'm sure.
Professor?
And it's a screwy idea, but it seems that he's been reading detective stories.
Oh, please, let's go.
Of course.
What is it?
A book of instructions for vampires.
And that was in that place?
Yes, in the coffin there. The mysteries of black magic.
Frank, what is it? What's wrong?
Hello? Yes? The generator's on full, and still no power is coming through. 800 kilowatts are pouring out, and still nothing happens.
Frank, I'm frightened.
Inspector. The doctor wants you, Inspector.
All right. What is it?
I've awful news, Inspector.
What is it now?
The corpse is gone again.
Have you looked down the well?
We've looked all over.
Is there any power in the village?
None at all. The whole village is dark. That's what gave me the idea of taking a look at the body.
And the dogs have begun howling?
Yes. But how did you know? Incredible. I think you're right. There's something to what you say.
Karen, we've got to get to the bottom of this. Bring my coat, please. Come along.
Do you think you can stop these creatures?
Have you finally admitted that we're up against something inhuman?
There isn't anything else I can think of.
Well, at last.
Inspector?
Was the door forced, Doctor?
No, I made sure it was guarded by the policeman.
How about the window?
Locked from inside.
Footprints around the window?
None.
Hard ground?
No, soft earth.
Then have the church bells rung.
Why, sir?
Within the next 15 minutes, I want all the men assembled in the marketplace, understand?
Right.
And each one must bring 6 torches with him.
Right.
We will search the whole area. We'll search till we find that body. Possibly until morning. I won't give up until we have that body lying in its coffin.
And I'll sit on it till it's lowered into its grave.
I'm cold, Frank. I'll wait to the castle.
Alone?
Oh, but I won't be. John will be there with me.
You should let her go. This isn't work for women.
All right. Be careful, though. We don't know who these creatures are. Constable,
Inspector?
I want you to stay with this lady until we get back.
All right, Inspector.
At Barney Smith's dairy, we make butter the old-fashioned way. We churn it. You to back me up in this.
In what?
When I tell them that we are dealing with some supernatural phenomenon and not
That's
human.
a strange thing to say, Inspector.
Yes, yesterday I would have laughed if someone had suggested that. But now I'm not so...
What was that?
Karen!
What are you doing?
Nanny's powder. Dead. Quick, let's get her to Nanny. I've got to be sure I've done it right.
You forget that I'm the doctor.
This isn't a case for a doctor.
I'm sorry, you're right, Inspector.
It's right, my boy. You have successfully broken their spell by doing exactly as you were supposed to. And now go. Find their master. When you do, destroy him, and in doing so, you will lift his curse from us.
You said yourself it's impossible to kill these creatures.
No, they cannot be killed. They must be destroyed, I said. But one must know how. And one must also believe. You, doctor, you didn't listen to me, did you? You thought me an old, foolish, superstitious woman. Only he is able to free us from the vampire's curse. When the master is found. give you these. Don't let them be taken from your hand. You must quietly come upon him in his coffin. 1 hour after midnight, he returns after his nightly wanderings and sleeps in his coffin. Without peace, restless, and yearning to rise again and spread his death. Then you shall place this stake over his heart. You've only time for 3 strokes.
Men, I want you to listen to me. The murderer is in the grotto. I will need your help, and together we will destroy him.
Oh, the men, sir. They won't go in there. Oh, no.
You're fine heroes.
And I'll go alone.
I'll come with you.
Doctor, you get some men and take a look around the village.
Right. Now, come on.
There. Look. You see it? A shadow. I'm sure it moved.
Idiot, you wouldn't dare. You must rest. Listen to me. Me alone.
We can't be any help.
There. That's where I was locked in.
And those stairs lead to the room with the coffin. We must go through the castle. What's the matter, John? What are you doing here?
I'm getting out. And I won't ever come back here either.
What happened anyway?
The professor came back suddenly, shouting. Where is my book? You've stolen it. He wouldn't even listen to me. When I said it wasn't me. Then he went wild, and then he said, get out. And so there was nothing else for me to do. I got out of there.
What are you going to do now?
I heard, Inspector, that Miss Karen was leaving in the morning. I want to work for you, Miss Karen, from now on.
That's terribly sweet, but, John, my salary isn't big enough to afford
We'll
you.
talk about this in the morning. We must get back to the grotto, John. Come.
But the professor is...
Come on, come on.
Here, let me try it, sir.
Pretty strong.
What am I to do with her?
Take her upstairs. She's finally found peace.
You don't believe in vampires. I do.
Okay, that time once again, huh? Sure. Let's close the lid before it starts to smell. Yeah, hey. I'm usually a little disappointed when it's time to end the show, but not today, because I'm already looking forward to next week. Oh, yeah, it's gonna be real exciting. See, we're starting off with The Possession of Joel Delaney. Yeah, starring Shirley MacLaine. Oh, yeah, wait till you see her, boy. You'll fall right off the mountain. Yeah, she got long hair, and she looks terrific anyway. Oh, you're really gonna love it. Plus, our second Groovie feature of the day, Little Shop of Horrors. Oh, yeah, that's the one. Sure, Jack Nicholson with his mountainous molars and everything. Yeah, he does some real funny stuff. So anyway, that's next Saturday right here in the Video Vault. 12 noon, that's Eastern and Pacific time. 11 o'clock Central, 1 o'clock Mountain, okay? See you then. Till then, keep your nose in the wind and your tail to yourself. See you, Pilgrim.
Don't miss America's #1 dance show, Dancing USA, tomorrow at 6. And later today, Vicky gets a surprise visit from an old boyfriend on Three's a Crowd. Then, Trish Vanderveer gets a visitation of a different sort in The Hearse on Saturday Nightmares. Now stay tuned for Joan Rivers on The Dick Cavett Show next.
Wherever humanity gropes for that universal meaning of life, he is there. He is everywhere, for he is Commander USA. Far below a teeming shopping mall, Commander USA enters his video vault to bring you action, adventure, and zany non-stop thrills in Commander USA's Groovie Movies. Today's Groovie movie, They Still Call Me Bruce. And now, Commander USA.
When the moon shines over the cowshed. Whoa! Hey, they are. Commander USA here, soaring superhero. Legion of Decency, retired. Oh, man, I'm glad you showed up today. Whoa. Glad you showed up today, man. Yeah, 'cause I got one Groovie movie that's a doozy for you, man. Oh, yeah, it's full of laughs, full of action, everything anybody could want. Well, almost, right, Monroe? Oh, yeah, man. Let me get the old Psychotronic screens heating radiation shield open here, and I'll show you what I mean. Whoa, yeah, the tubular guidance system is greased and ready, huh? Yeah, take a look at this one, boy. What? Whoa, wait, what the heck? Wait, cats, I must have activated my remote control camera up in the mall there, boy. That... Hey, wait a minute. Hey, Sue, is that you?
Hello, Commander.
Wow, hey, how you doing, man? Oh, yeah, you know sushimi, don't you? Oh, yeah, I used to drop into a pressure point massage salon every once in a while. Get a little root beer rub down, you know?
Surprised to see you, Commander.
Hey, not half as surprised as I am there, Sue. What the heck are you doing in the mall?
Sushimi Oriental Emporium, acupuncture salon, karate school, and sushi bar.
Whoa, yeah, talk about one-stop shopping, huh?
Ow!
Whoa! Late cat. Whoa! Ooh, gee. So how's business, Sue?
Very good, Commander.
Yo! Late cat. Pretty handy guy to have around there, huh? Why, I bet you... Whoa! Whoa, when that happens.
We find new way to save on acupuncture needles.
Oh, no kidding. What are you doing? Buying them in bulk or something?
No, we use Shish kebab stick from customer plate.
Whoa! Yeah! Holy kids, yeah, I think I'll stick to the tempura, huh? Hey, listen, Sue, if you have a minute, why don't you drop down to the video vault?
I would love to, Commander.
Hey, great, I'm showing a movie today I think you'd really like.
Well, I will see you shortly,
All
Commander.
right, Sue, yeah, take it easy. Ah, that Sue's a great girl, boy. Yeah, she really would like this movie, man. Yeah, take a look. It's a Johnny Yoon spectacular. Whoa! Written, directed, produced, promoted, packaged, and performed by Mr. Johnny Yoon. Whoa! Yeah, you recognize him, boy? Oh, sure, man. Like, he was famous for weeks and weeks and weeks for a while there. Holy cats, man. Watch out. Oh, yes. Hey, wait a minute. Is that Pat Paulson?
I've seen this before. A boy longing for a father figure.
I don't want my father's figure.
Holy cats. Yeah, there's Robert Guillaume. What?
We'll get it
What?
back.
You know him, don't you? Oh, sure, of course. That's Joey Travolta.
There is no room in society for misfits and freaks.
Yeah, this one is just gags, gags, and more gags. Whoa! Well, there's one gag Johnny forgot there. All right, button up your booties, Betty, because this time it's going to be a good one. It's Johnny Yoon, starring in They Still Call Me Bruce. Whoa!
Why don't you pick on someone your own size?
Oh, my God. Made in Korea. Inspected by number 14. That's my brother. My brother made a baby with the blonde hair, blue eyes. Here's your jar, buddy. Oh, thanks.
This is a 500-year-old genuine Korean vase.
Where is Korea?
You go 6 blocks straight, make a left, and you'll find an airport.
Hey, this guy is funny. So what happened here?
Well, a couple of Mr. B's thugs was shaking me down. He saved my life. Hey, you're better than Bruce Lee.
Thank you. It's great. Sounds like he's helping us with our work, with the nags.
Nags? Are you going around nagging people?
Only the bad guys. With a neighborhood action group. Haven't you ever seen us on television?
No.
Oh. Well, we patrol the neighborhood and we keep an open eye for any trouble.
Oh, you should keep both eyes open. You'll see double the trouble.
Let me introduce myself. I'm Ronnie, this is Connie, that's Victor. And I'm Irving Wurlitzer.
We call him Motor Mouth.
I was getting to that, fool.
So, what's your name? What's your handle? What's your moniker? What do they call you? Huh?
They still call me Bruce.
Springsteen, Bruce Jenner, Bruce Lee, Bruce Jones. He's our garbage man.
Yeah, I'm looking for someone even greater to me. Private Brown, who saved my life during the Korean War. That's why I'm in America. Can you tell me where VO is?
Well, you can get VO right here at Green's Liquor Store.
No, VO, Veterans Office.
You mean Veterans Administration, VA.
VA?
Wow. Look, you go right down to this light here, you make a left, you can't miss it.
Thanks.
Hey, listen, if you ever get in any trouble, you go look us up at McLean's Martial Arts Studio. We'll give free lessons to deserving kids.
Oh, that's nice. Thanks again.
Take care. Let's go get some TV coverage, Gay.
Now you're on your way 1,000,000 miles from home. And in the city streets, your face remains unknown. Gonna take you to the limit, just admit it. It's a part to play for come back again. There's no time to wait before it gets too late. Kick it! You better kick it! You're up against the wall, but now you're 10 feet tall. Kick it! You better kick it! Na na na. Na 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 na. Kick it! Kick it, baby. Kick it!
Could I have some service?
Service? This isn't a restaurant, you know.
I know, you get better service in a restaurant.
Wise guy. Well, what the hell do you want?
Oh, I'm looking for Private Brown.
There's no Private Brown here.
Sir. No further action can be taken unless you have an ass waiver. Do you have an ass waiver?
I'm not sure. What is it?
An ass waiver is an administrative security section form. Do you need an ass waiver?
My name is Johnson. Maybe I can help you.
Oh, I'm looking for Private Brown who served during the Korean War.
Well, now, first of all, it wasn't a war.
It wasn't?
You prefer to call it a police action or conflict. Comprende?
See.
Any special reason why you're looking for this Private Brown?
He saved my life when I was a kid. And I won't go back to Korea till I find him.
Well, maybe we can narrow it down a bit. Was he white or black?
He was brown.
Yeah, I know he was brown, but it helped me a lot if you could tell me whether he was white or black. Okay, Brown was white. So I guess I'll just have to find out how many white Browns served in the Korean War. You wait here, okay?
How many white Browns can there be? So many?
Oh, look, you're lucky. You could have been looking for Private Smith.
11,200 Browns?
You know, it's a real shame you don't have a first name and make it a lot easier.
Ernie. Ernie Brown.
Well, why didn't you tell me that in the first place?
Why didn't you ask me in the first place?
You got a middle initial?
Now you're pushing it.
Okay, well, here, this should help you. There are only a dozen or so E. Browns in the Houston area.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Good luck.
Hello. I'm Bruce One. I would like to see Dr. Brown.
Is this your first time seeing Dr. Brown?
I don't know. That's why I'm here.
You're here to find out if you've ever been here before?
I'm not saying that, but I'm here to find out if I've ever seen Doctor before.
And where do you think you might have seen him?
In Korea. He gave me cowboy boots and a dollar bill.
Uh-huh. Just a minute. Excuse me, Doctor. I'm sorry to disturb you, but I'm afraid that someone has left their fruitcake in the reception area. All right, thank you, Doctor. The doctor will see you immediately. It's right through this door.
All right, Mr. One, you told us about the cowboy boots, how you sold lemonade in the battlefields of Korea, and how you feel a need to bring this antique jug with you. I think I understand.
And don't forget the holster and socks.
Holster is, yeah. I've seen this before. A boy longing for a father figure.
I don't want my father's figure. He's a sumo wrestler, a big fat guy.
Nurse, would you come in here right this moment? Yeah, thank you.
Doc, did you ever save a little Korean boy's life?
I help lots of people. And perhaps I can help you. Let's play word association. I'll say a word, Then you say the first thing that comes into your mind, all right?
All wrong.
No,
Yes.
Stop.
Go.
No, I hadn't even started yet. Okay, let's do it again. You ready?
Oh, okay.
Pencil.
Thighs.
No, concentrate, okay? Concentrate.
I am.
Okay, we'll do it again. Doctor?
Nurse.
Good. Apple.
Pears.
All right, pear.
Melons.
Door.
Knockers.
Base.
Jugs.
Uh-huh, sex.
Please.
No more games, Bruce. I want you to make 5 appointments with my nurse.
5 times with your nurse? She's beautiful.
I want to see you 5 times, at least 5 more times. It's imperative I see you again.
You lonesome guy, Doc? You've been in this office too long.
Deliveries around back. Hey, that's some kind of flower pot. You gonna give it to one of our girls?
No, this is for Private Brown. You know, during the Korean War when I was a little boy, Private Brown saved my life.
Let me clue you in on something, little man. The only thing our Mr. B saves is money.
But,
Polly! So, what do you and your flower pot want? You want a drink, or do you want a girl?
Give me every penny you make, you hear me? Stop it! Get out of the way, boy.
Look, mister, you better get out of here.
with my right foot, I can kick your face. With my left, I can kick your nose. With my fingers, I can poke your eyes out. Take a good look at my face. I'm an Oriental. Shh. Take a good look at my knife.
Take a good look at my face. I'm Jewish. Mess with my face and you'll hear from my lawyers. Take a good look at my face. It's the last thing you're gonna see.
You resemble of someone who saved my life. You're lucky. I can't hit you.
That's your problem, pal.
I'll be back, you guys.
Yeah? Excuse me, Mr. B, but I thought you might like this vase.
How could you sheep-tips afford something as classy as that? You've been skimming money off me, huh?
No, Mr. B, nothing's too good for you. We all chipped in our savings to buy it for you.
Haven't seen anything as beautiful as that since the Korean War. There were times there that I never thought I'd make it back. What the hell you looking at? Oh, get downstairs, take care of those broads. Time is money.
Pull. Holy pull. Yes. Whoa. Pull. Yeah, hold on. We'll get back to this. Don't call me Bruce right after this. Sure.
Beschleunigt. Völlig psychic. Oh.
Good. Good. I mean, why are you giving free karate lessons? You should be paying back Mr. B the money he lent you to build this dump. You know, he's very pleased that you're defending your title again this year. In fact, we're friggin' ecstatic about it. Aren't we, Gator? Gator! We're gonna make this very easy for you, McLean. So you see, if you lose your match, you just lose your title, that's all. But you get to keep your studio and your hell.
I'm not throwing any fight.
Now, I'll tell you what we're gonna do. I'll give you till about noon tomorrow to think about it, okay? Until then, little grasshopper. So tomorrow, we'll do lunch.
Wait a minute! You can't quit the police force, for God's sake.
You're wrong, Captain. You bet your I can, and I am. I can't do the job they pay me for. I'll just have to do it on my own if I have to. I can't work undercover with my hands tied. And you and I both know that that slime ball Mr. B's got his hands in everybody's pockets from City Hall to City Desk. Well, you just better make sure your hands are clean, Captain. Because I swear to God, I'm gonna put Mr. B in jail along with all of his flunkies.
Slim! Slim! Devil, Slim! Wait a minute! Damn it! Get to work! Now!
Welcome! You here to sign up for our special course? Well, you come to the right place. I can see you could use some self-defense lessons.
I come to see the nags.
Oh, no. The nags are for the advanced class. But no need to pay now. We accept all major credit cards.
You take Korean Express?
We'll take it.
You know, I left the home without it.
Hey, Bruce.
Look at that.
Wow, what happened?
Bruce? What happened to you?
Oh, you're friends. Well, all friends get a 10% discount.
Hey, man, what happened?
Well, there were 12 guys and the pack of wild dogs with the knives. I took care of them. They won't be dancing for a long time. But they stole the vase for Private Brown.
Hey, don't worry. We'll get it back. We'll muster up the forces and teach those guys that they can't beat on innocent citizens. Hey, I'm gonna tell you something. There is no room in society for misfits and freaks.
Where'd it happen?
Susie's massage parlor.
That's a blob joint. They got booze and women and pimps and thieves and gangs and massage.
Bruce, come with me. Let me clean you up.
Yeah, Bruce, go with her. She'll clean you up.
This is Master McLean's apartment. Here, have a seat. Do you know what this is? Don't be afraid.
Afraid? In America, kids play doctor. In the Orient, we play acupuncture.
You're not going to be that lucky.
Oh, that smells terrible. Oh, but it feels good.
Does it hurt anywhere else?
Over here.
Relax. I'll go get the rest of the guys.
This is Master McLean. Master McLean, this is Bruce.
Bruce? Like Bruce Lee? You do kind of look like Bruce Lee.
He's better than Bruce Lee. He's better than me. He's got style. He's got speed. He's got punches. He's got kicks. He can turn the world on with a smile.
No kidding. Where'd you learn to fight?
From my parents.
They were karate experts?
No, they just hated each other.
I don't know if you're as good as they say you are, but I do like your sense of humor. Well, let me talk to Bruce alone. Everybody out. Bruce, come in my office. Have a seat. Listen, I'll be honest with you. I've been busy with some of my outside business interests. And I need somebody to take care of the studio. Lately, I've been losing a lot of my students to other studios with Oriental masters. They seem to automatically think that Oriental masters are better than guys that look like me.
But they are.
I need your face.
Oh, I know a good plastic surgeon.
No, I want you.
What am I supposed to do?
Just walk around like you're the best master from the East. Listen, I got a room in the back you can move into. And while you're at it, try moving some of this martial arts merchandise.
Move? Where to?
Sell. You gotta sell. But come on, let's go break the good news to Ronnie and the Nags. Come on.
Boy, they've been in there a long time. You know, I hope they give him some work, because I could really use an assistant around here.
Okay, listen up, guys. I've decided to give Bruce a job.
All right.
Meet your new master. He'll be staying in the back apartment. So make him feel at home, okay? I'll be taking a little vacation for a few days, and he'll be teaching all my classes.
Hey, you must be really good to make an impression on Master McLean.
You wouldn't believe how good I am.
Welcome to the group, Master Bruce.
Do whatever he says.
Whatever he says.
Yeah, it's real. Whoa, hey, there you are, boy. Yeah, look who dropped by. That's my old friend, Sushimi, man. Yeah, she's so sweet, she brought me a little present here. What'd you bring me here, Sue? Whoa!
Now the commander can learn all about pleasure points.
I think my pleasure's up a few points already, you know what I mean? Yeah, hold on, we'll get back to they still call me Bruce right after this. Whoa, whoa.
Then round you go.
Whoa, easy, Sue.
I don't know, okay?
Oh, yeah. Okay, am I heading in the right direction here?
Yeah.
All right.